Hi, I'm Cleon from ClearTax. In this video, I will tell if you should invest in MNC funds. MNC funds are thematic funds that invest predominantly in stocks of multinational companies. You could invest in MNC funds to add high quality stocks to your portfolio. You could consider checking your risk tolerance before investing in MNC funds. What are MNC funds? MNC funds focus on a particular theme and put money in stocks of multinational companies. It could have at least 80% of the total assets in shares of MNCs according to the SEBI mandate. MNC funds could perform well across different market cycles. The fund manager invests predominantly in equity and equity-related instruments of multinational companies. The aim is to offer a higher return as compared to the benchmark index such as the Nifty MNC. You may invest in MNC funds through systematic investment plan or the SIP. It helps you stagger your investment in the mutual fund scheme over some time. Should you invest in MNC funds? You could consider investing in MNC funds only if you are a savvy investor with a high risk appetite. MNC funds have higher allocation towards stocks in the healthcare and consumer goods sector. You may consider MNC funds as a defensive bet in a volatile stock market. MNC funds have lower volatility as compared to other thematic funds such as pharma, banking and technology. You may consider diversifying a large portfolio with MNC funds. It may complement equity diversified funds as you add MNC funds to your satellite portfolio. You may opt for MNC funds only if you can invest for the long term. It may perform well with a time horizon of around 5 to 10 years. You could invest in MNC funds if you are an aggressive investor. However, you may have a maximum allocation of 5% to 10% of your equity portfolio to MNC funds. Advantages of investing in MNC funds. MNC funds may have a lower volatility as compared to other thematic funds. You get to invest in shares of multinational companies with a strong brand identity and high standards of corporate governance. Multinational firms may offer dividends to shareholders. You could invest in MNC funds if you seek an income from dividends. You may consider investing in defensive stocks after a stock market correction. MNC funds have a higher allocation towards consumer goods, pharma, and the healthcare sector, widely regarded as defensive bets. Disadvantages of investing in MNC funds. You may find only a few MNC companies listed on the Indian stock market. Fund managers who invest in stocks of MNCs have limited investment options, which increases sector concentration. You could find stocks in the banking and financial sectors doing well when stock markets rise. However, MNC funds invest mainly in the consumer goods and healthcare sectors, and there are few opportunities in the banking space. The local arms of MNC firms may pay a high royalty to the parent company for technology or using intellectual property. It may affect the earnings of these companies in the short term. You could invest in MNC funds only if you have a high risk tolerance and can invest for the long term. It is a thematic fund which is riskier as compared to equity diversified schemes. Thanks for watching.